That's facts. I mean, Taros, like, if we're talking about what's meta right now, you're looking at them, right? Rocking the black Taros on Demon Island. I remember when Demon Island's background was a little bit darker too. Like that used to be meta. But
oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's a lot easier to see the character now compared to the background. But we got Cosolix now. Oh, on the axe opening up. Doing pretty well. And Macho Man, for Cosolix, originally I felt like was a 2s pick that just became a really solid 1s pick in general. He's become really, really great with that signature kit. And axe kind of functions similar for him in the sense of how he likes to be able to use those side airs. So just great great play for Cosolix all around so far. And so far, Stingray has done literally nothing. That side air connecting is just the beginning of him getting some damage onto Cosolix.
And no, when you were mentioning earlier that, like, you know, how good Cosolix performs may, like, be directly tied to, like, the balance patches, like, there is some truth to that, because, I mean, Rocket Lance, to speak to what the most recent changes were, it now has kind of like that fixed side light there that you can always go for at any percent, really.
Well, and side light is such like a huge, a critical part of a Lance player's kit when it comes to just playing neutral in general. So just having that feel just a little bit more comfortable like that, as we just saw, that side light down here. Look at how much, and Cosolix was already so good at problem solving any follow-up off of his weapon where it wasn't true and figuring out how to make it as optimal as possible. So just having a little bit of extra is really paying off here. And Stingray gets a side lighted, but I mean, Cosolix is just now in red on his first stock.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about before how, like, Stingray has, like, the head-to-head pretty handily, but now Cosolix is looking like a brand new man. He's rocking this Macho Man, he's kicking tail, and not only that, I remember he learned axe specifically because it had been in meta for so long. Before, his axe used to be crusty. There was no other way to say it. Like, it was not good, but now it's like one of the best.
Yeah, Macho Man was absolutely a stat pick that had a lance on it originally. And it was very similar to how Sandstorm picked up Zol, but with Cosolix here now, you're right, he's doing really great on the axe. I'd say the damage is almost split 50-50 on how much he's done with Stingray so far, and that neutral on the axe secures an entire stock lead here in game 1.
And I feel like at this point, I actually think, like, I feel like we've seen more axe from Cosolix in this game than the Rocket Lance. Now he's opted to pick for it. We're going to see if he's able to get that damage buildup, because, I mean, we've seen it already. He's gotten quite a few neutral sigs on Ogrim, which, hey, yo, it hits pretty hard.
Oh man, but Stingray really fighting back strong here on this last stock of his. Cider hits. Weapon throw goes up, picks up another lance. It's prime, so it means axe is coming up next. Goes for the weapon throw down air, but he misses the down air. Can't get the pickup on the stomp there. Means that Stingray has obliterated the lead that Cosolix worked so hard to have.
Yeah, that happened in an instant, man. I'm looking, I'm like, wow, like that was so quick.
It was a full stock, and oddly enough, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's because Cosolix was on the lance instead of the axe. Am I saying this right?
I think so, dude. I know. It's like, it's weird to say. It's like, but
like, look how good he's doing
right now. No, he looking like the lumberjack. Give me that tree.
Okay.
Chop that dude down.
That's fine. That's basically an axe there. At that end of the right there. I think if we look at the damage dealt at the end, it's going to be in favor of the axe. And that makes Cosolix incredibly terrifying, because it's not like his prowess on the lance has disappeared because he got good at another weapon. So it's like, oh no, we have to worry about this. And it's interesting, Stingray and Experience, both players that I think are very, very good at Demon Island. Demon Island is their mammoth fortress, per se, if we're looking at how players love that stage throughout Brawlhalla Esports history. Cosolix, one of the first veteran players that I really feel like made Demon Island his home. I used to talk about this all the time whenever I watched him play. Don't take Cosolix to Demon Island. He's so good with
I feel like it was made for him.
Yeah, and now it's like, well, the players that have that stage as a comfort pick, it's kind of a dilemma, because you want to go here, but at the same time, Cosolix like, this is where I'm most comfortable too. So we'll see how this shakes up, because Stingray did bring it back pretty well against Cosolix in game 1, but Cosolix still won pretty handily.
Because, like, you can't forget the, like, most famous clip of Cosolix and 2s just dash dancing on Twilight Grove, right? Cosolix doesn't like to jump, right? So if you give him a stage where it's like, oh, yo, like this or Brawlhaven where there is just no platforms, you're forced to play his neutral game the entire time. So he's more than happy to take Stingray here every time.
And to clarify, when you say dash dancing, we literally mean that is such a great side segment. He's literally the only player that does this dash forward, dash back in play style. And a lot of other players will do this thing where, like, it's kind of icing people out, where they'll run back and forth without pressing the dash button and save dash for a reaction. But Cosolix's whole entire neutral game revolves around this. So we're seeing it right there. We saw dash forward, dash back, neutral light. He catches Stingray with this a lot, and just look out for a little bit more. And as you said, I love this point. it's because there's no platforms. You have to be playing the game that Cosolix is playing on this stage.
He's trying to catch landings. You know, that's what it's all about. Beautiful down tick from Stingray there to go ahead and catch that first stock. And we're going to see how he's able to answer back to Cosolix, because I feel like Cosolix has been dictating the pace of this set so far in very convincing fashion. And if there's anything I know about Cosolix, I watch his YouTube videos all the time. He's always talking about how he trains his reactions, right?
Ooh.
Like, he's not really a player that loves to go for the read. He likes to go for a setup, see where you're going to dodge, and he tries to react. And we've been seeing that in full effect here with some of these setups.
Yeah, on the Lance, trying to go for the Nairs now, staying a little bit more airborne, but there he was, staying on the ground. Stingray staying above. He's been getting, that's the second successful down stick that we've seen from Stingray so far. The last one knocked out. This one brought him back to even damage. Cosolix over on the Axe. What will it be? Side light, Nair recovery? No, goes for the side air, and Stingray dodges down. That down stick was punished. Cosolix adapting quite well. The first two were perfect, but that one was played around, and Cosolix takes the lead again.
Yeah, and I think the big thing there was that I think for the past two that Stingray was able to get, I think he was able to get him off like a down air. He'd do like a down air and go for the down tick. Sometimes I call it a true combo, even though it's not, because it works all the time. Hold on, Cosolix starting to chef up a little bit here, gets a neutral sig, still beating up on Stingray. Stingray finally makes it down to the ground, but he went from white to orange off of that.
Cosolix did something that blew my mind, and that was he hit Lance downlight, and then he waited for Stingray to dodge through him, and then he hit him 4 times. I've never seen a dodge in punish off of Lance downlight. Usually they just try to go for neutral light afterwards or something like that. So that's crazy. Cosolix got so much damage on the Stingray off of that, and the Sider just finishes the game, and that's nearly a JV. It's pretty dark. He's been up 200 damage a game, Flambo. This is, what? Okay, what is Stingray going to do? Is it Legend or Stage, or does he just try again with the Taros?
I mean, I feel like Taros is a fine pick, but I also feel like he's getting beat like handily when it comes to the Axe Ditto, and that's something that like no Legend pick is going to fix for you unless you just swap to a different weapon. If Cosolix is just straight up beating you in neutral, he's beating you in neutral, you know what I mean? And the thing is, like, Stingray did catch on to some things. Like, Cosolix is a kind of player we mentioned that likes to stay grounded, and when you're a player that's like that, you develop a habit when you get hit where you try to start dodging down towards the ground. But, you know, we saw 2 down tigs come out of that. Cosolix was like, oh crap, I'm doing the thing again, let me not, and then was able to just make the adjustments and win from there. Yep.
Cosolix adjusted much faster than Stingray did, and that's put him into a position now where he's up 2-0.
Oh my god.
Leave.
Wow, look at that. I mean, Cosolix, I mean, I was saying he was getting beat in the accident, but you're looking at that. Like, that was all Lance all day in that last game.
Kind of all Lance. I didn't even realize it was that heavily all Lance.
Because he cleaned him up so fast.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it was bad.
I swear he got 1 knockout with Axe. I think it was like an Axe neutral light, but I didn't realize that was the 1 of 2 moves that he hit that game. That was okay. Am I looking at this right? Is that Hattori? Is that Stingray the Hattori? Okay, Spirit. Okay, he wants that movement speed going up against Cosolix here on Demon Island in game number 3. Let's go. Cosolix on the Lance going against Stingray's Hattori. This is what we're talking about, right? I mean, add this to the 20 or so legends that Stingray's played competitively. I mean, maybe he's done it in the past, but here we go. Cosolix.
He's cooking, man. I mean, Spear is one of those weapons we don't see often anymore. Every time we do, it's usually on like a Bryn or something, or Hattori, right? Which, okay, we see Hattori, haven't seen her yet today, I don't believe. But, I mean, Stingray so far making the Spear look pretty solid. I think it's a decent pick into the Rocket Lance, to be honest.
Yeah, and Stingray has a whole ton of weapons that he's prepared.
Nice.
But the Spear makes the most sense to me. As we say time and time again, he first made his appearance in the Black Knight, Lance and Spear. So it's coming through here with a lot of experience on it. Side light into Nair, tries to get the neutral sig off of it, but Stingray takes the first lead that he's taken all set. Let's see if he can keep it, because Cosolix is really going for that F guard. Whoa! That's so cool. Side air into the perfect position to get the ground pound, and it just barely didn't touch the stage, so he was able to cover the entire wall of Demon Island. Another reason why I feel like Cosolix is so good on that stage. That's a setup that is basically perfect only for here, because there's nowhere that you can fade away unless you, I don't know what he was supposed to do there.
He got the perfect reaction. Wow, and he got the dodge right there as well. Cosolix on this Rocket Lance is looking good. Stingray answers back. He needs to starve him, dude. That's definitely your key, your ticket to victory here. Where's the weapon going to spawn? It's on the left side, which means Stingray can't starve him anymore.
Yeah, great spawn.
It do be like that sometimes.
Neutral light hits, and Cosolix puts Stingray to the side. Oh, Stingray's sweating. He's got to be careful about this landing. He lands with the down air, does touch the stage. Cosolix stares off the side of the stage. The silence to pick up. Good punish. First stock could go either way. I feel like Cosolix is going to be looking. Oh, now he's on the Axe. It's a little bit different. Landing 1 solid side air here could be pretty good. Side air into weapon throw, pick up the Lance, get the edge guard on the way back. I feel like it's like what's probably going to happen.
Okay, he gets the Sair.
But he doesn't do the weapon throw, so...
Nice. Just reads a jump. You know, sometimes it's that simple. He's like, I think you're going to go high. I think you're scared of me. And one thing, like, I thought we might see the Ogrim Axe down sig come out, because it's, like, one of the better sigs that Ogrim has, and it can KO. And he hasn't even threatened it, but you can tell that Stingray, like, knows the options there, and he's still scared of it.
Cosolix is doing so many mix-ups off of the Lance down light. None of them worked out. Stingray gets the down sig, but it's cool to see. Like one time he dashes back twice, and the other time he chase dodges off of it, and Stingray just kind of like, oh man, that is so great as a Spear player to see that. Just being able to get two side lights, down light cider, side light cider from Cosolix though. Oh no!
You don't have a lot of jumps here.
Oh, third side air could be huge.
Okay, and Cosolix is backing up to the corner a little bit, stays on the ground, right? He doesn't jump, he dashes up and end lights. And it's going to cost him only a little bit. He has superior positioning, but the damage differential is pretty close here. Stingray, he has no dodge right now. You can see Cosolix does a weapon throw to land, but it doesn't help him. Stingray has a lot of pressure on the Cosolix right now.
Stingray does have, and that Cider doesn't go for the weapon throw. He wants to stay entirely on the Spear. It's been 2 down sig knockouts so far. He tries to go for the third, and that might have cost him. Dodge is gone. Cosolix picks up a Lance. Oh, that was huge. I thought he was going to be the edge guard here. Okay, another chance. Dodge gone once again. Cosolix doesn't get the punish, and Stingray downers his way back on the stage. That's so close to being it. He just has to close out the edge guard, and he misses the recovery.
This is bracket life for Stingray, and that Sair might have sealed the deal. He doesn't get the edge guard, but a reverse Sair off the backboard almost takes him out, has the recovery, gets hit by Cosolix recovery. He's still alive. There's so many attacks. How does he dodge them all?
I can't believe Cosolix came back from that left side of the stage and then got that ridiculous edge guard. And I say ridiculous in the sense that Stingray, like, technically made it back 3 times during it, but it never felt like it was truly over. What a look, that
was checkmate.
That was a really awesome stock. I have not really like seen that, and looking at that right now, that looks so perfect for the stage. Sidelight ground pound. Oh man, does he say? Oh, this is where he just gets the Sair.
Yeah, it was clean
amazing. Because I was thinking a lot of players, myself included, would have just thought, okay, got the first Sair, get the weapon throw, go back, pick up a new weapon. That's not what he does there. Gets the recovery, picks up the Lance, and this Cider catches him on the way back down.
Oh, that was so tough to deal with. He dodged down,